or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, pay.
just wanna be her. For your mom to your pop to the B to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curve like I'm Barry Sanders.
Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready, 70, Indy.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, 50, plant. Get it.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
The outlaw.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Minchew. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Banjo.
Hey, go, 368.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is going to be intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minchew. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here.
Check 43.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. Only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
368. Hey, high 7. Lucky. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check your hot read. Tight dog. Joker. Hey, watch that.
Here's Dalton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Here you go. 368.
Dalton here from the gun. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's third down and long.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Heavy. 24. Regular. Check.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
But it's fourth down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
He's checking. Regular. Smooth. 44.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming. Watch twist. Greystone, travel. Hey, Delta. 5.
Minchew sets to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Shark, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Hey. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Undercrush. Nice. Pop, motion. Hey,
Dalton, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 31. Can.
Throwing again. Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Heavy. Regular. Deuce. 5-6.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Going deep downfield for Ross. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A shotgun give to Fournette. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Minchew. That's complete to Meredith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I can be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
On the double. Mark 57. Get it.
On second down, here's Fournette. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Go now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Bravo. 52. Ready.
Out of the gun is Minchew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got this down to the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 9. Hey, wahoo! Double up. 6-6. Pull it high. Go.
Throwing on first down is Minchew. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Minchew throwing on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 14-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Fournette, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Hey, exit. 44, Mike, 44. I'm coming for you, son.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Slam. 44 to Mike. Check. Hey. 368. Watch the boot. Hey, Alpha. Check 26. Motion. 44.
To throw again. Dalton. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I'm coming.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mike's 50. Yeah. Nice. SOS.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's going to be a long day. Let's go, Mike 50. Yeah, 5-6. That's the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Bullock's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Under 10, 10. 80 weapons. Hey, orbit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Ross. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. The open man is Westbrook. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
At the 32-yard line.
On,
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Minchew. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return. Pretty good field.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fit.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, Minchew completes it to Lee. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Fournette. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ready up.
Check that from Mike 52 right here. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. You go tank. You got tank.
Hey!
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, Charlie.
52 is the mic right here over there. Right?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minchew. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This is Fournette, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minchew. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Markel Lee in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Now! Hey, high 7. Hey, lock it. You're out. Ready?
From the gun, Minchew to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 20.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Kill. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
50, Mike, 50.
368. Check 37. Check smooth.
Now Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hey, Delta. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Mike's 50.
Throwing on third and long. Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. P.J. Williams with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. 60 or. Shoot.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11 from the 34 now. Here's first and 10.
Mike, 44.
Hey, what? Hey, Echo.
Football's to Mike. Mike's going.
Throwing, Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw it, Minchew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Bravo.
Minchew sets to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action now. Dalton. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, wahoo! Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 44 is the mic.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Jim. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. Check 13. Check 13.
Dalton now to pass. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
No. Kill.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. D.D. Westbrook. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now up to 14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Single slot. Watch it. Squeeze. Strong right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes this one to Meredith. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Here's Minchew. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Regular. 44 the mic. 44. Hey, Alpha. I'm going to run you over.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Hey.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now he's going to use his legs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Heavy. Nice. Go. Check three. Hey, switch gears.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Check 6 guys.
Check 4.
Dalton here from the gun. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go. Hey, you. Mike's 50. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Check 43.
And it'll be Dalton again. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Nice. Hey. Here you go, 368. Hey, orbit.
Mike's Popo.
Hey. Check, crouch. Hands up.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check hot, bro. Hot. Check there. Hey, Haywood.
Now Minchew. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. DJ Chark the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. Fire.
From the gun, Minchew to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Bengals, it took a few weeks, but they're into the win column now at 1-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give, how much blood, what you bleed. I'ma tell you I'm in the sky.